Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play. So, before we get started today with what we're going to be doing, I have an idea of something that I've been wanting to do, and we're going to do it today. And it might end up taking the whole episode. I haven't actually really decided just yet what I'm going to be doing, but let's go ahead and see if we can make a book and quill really quick. I'll be using this looting sword for that because I want our members to be in this world. Now, that can go for a couple of things, and I may eventually add a like a you know, naming them specific things. For now, I want to get everybody on a book and quill and have them listed here, and then we can end up getting some name tags and putting them up in a hall for now. Later on, or even maybe today, I'll see we can mess around with a couple different things we want to do. Oh, hello. I'm just not entirely sure everything you can specifically name tag, so I haven't really made a choice on anything like that. Jesus, this dolphin's making it very difficult. So yeah, let's get ourselves a book and quill real quick. I've never made one. Wait, no, I've definitely made them. I haven't made them in a very long time. Probably one of my least used crafting recipes. I know you need a feather. I think it might just be a feather book and ink sac. So let's see. Do I have a feather in here? Gotta have a feather. Are you serious? Am I gonna? Oh, I do. I do. There we go. And then no leather. I guess I was using all my leather. All right, we'll take a cow real quick. I'll take out. Sorry, that was my phone. Nobody be thinking it was their phone. Take a cow. Ugh, really? There we go. Thank you for your sacrifice. And we'll get some paper real quick as well. Yeah, I want to have you guys listed in the world. So we'll start off with this and we'll see what we're going to do. I mean, obviously, I can have like a members hall um, and stuff like that. Of course, that's always something that I could do. It would add a building, which is something I want to work on. I've been wanting to work on a project. For now, I may do a tower or even throw it into this tower because we're going to end up making this thing so tall eventually just to start. And then we can add on to it. The members are very helpful. So I want to give back in some way. But so far, I haven't really done anything for the members. I do say at the end of every episode, all I can say is thank you. So thank you. That's kind of what I'm talking about when I say that. There we go. Because I don't really have any like perks or anything like that. So this is a small little perk for anybody that thinks it's cool to be thrown in the world here. Let me go ahead and real quick, we can get this listed. I have to pull up my members. Um, Alrighty. Okay. So we of course have Will 2006, uh, L. um, Actually, before I do that, let me just go ahead and members, YouTube members. There we go. And let's make it nice. I have a little line there. There we go. Okay. Will 2006. There we are. Now, for those that don't know, Will is a member on my main channel as well, has been for probably a year, just about now. So that's why I said that like that. We got Soldier Mom 22. Thank you very much. Um, Adriana Jones 8231. TTS Galleries. Daniel Campbell 3542. And finally, oops, we got Will Higgs, my very first member on this channel. So thank you very much to all you guys. I appreciate everybody for the extra support. Thank you. So these are our members here. Now we can just go ahead. Actually, I want a little bit more formatting here. Do like numbers list. There we go. I just think it's so cool that the amount of people that watch these videos on a regular basis, when this is pretty much the premise of the entire channel. It's just so casual. We don't have, much editing, if any at all. And I'm just rambling half the time. And I do appreciate everybody that watches these and the members that help out, of course. Um, So I want to show some support in that way. I might also start doing potentially, some comments, highlights, and stuff like that. I just kind of want to, show you guys that I appreciate everybody watching. So for now, name tags. So I'm gonna need name tags. We might end up working on this the entire episode. I'm not really sure, but we're gonna get started on it. I know you can buy name tags. We have one. You can fish them as well, but I don't have a supply on me right now. I think librarians sell name tags, and far as I'm concerned, I don't think you can craft them. Yeah, I didn't think you can craft those. That's something they should definitely add if they haven't already. So let's go check our librarian once I sleep, and we'll see. I'll go sleep in the village. We'll see what they have to offer, how much it's gonna be, uh, and if we're gonna be able to get a bunch of those. Because right now, what do we have? 6? Yeah, we have 6. Oop, there we go. We got 6 members, so we only need 6 name tags. But in the future, we could have more. If anybody wants to become a member and be added to the world, you hit the join button down below, and I appreciate that. I keep saying I appreciate that. Sorry, guys. It's just, uh, yeah, I don't know. This is the only times I want to edit these, but it would take away the authenticity of my rambles, so I'm not going to. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting a drink here. I just want to record today, and I am just going. Oh wait, do you not get them from librarians? I might have to check a chart real quick. I hope we don't have to upgrade these guys a bunch. I mean, we do have a lot. Well, we don't have a lot, but we could get quite a bit of paper. We're getting into the farming part of a hardcore world here. Not anything crazy. I don't typically do super difficult farms or anything like that, but a sugarcane farm will be pretty helpful to get emeralds from these guys before we have anything else set up. Let me check the charts real quick. Oh boy. Yeah, they do sell name tags, but it's the very last one. And I'm looking here, and to upgrade the librarian, we're looking at man, we're looking at like I mean, there's a few things here that we could just buy, like lanterns would be an easy thing to upgrade and potentially glass. My phone keeps going off. What the heck is going on here? One second. Yeah, let's get going on upgrading this guy, I guess, because he's going to be the easiest one to do. We have a little bit of sugarcane already piled up, and we can go ahead and farm all of this. And maybe we'll get going on a sugarcane farm today so that we can progress towards getting the name tags that we're going to need. Is that mine? Did I leave anything in there? Hold on a second. Excuse me, sir. Um, you mind? No, I didn't. Okay. I guess I'll leave that there. Yeah, let's go ahead and punch all this stuff down, collect all of it. We'll leave a little bit. Now, I know we need quartz and stuff like that to be able to get the observers for a sugarcane farm. What I might do... I don't know. I think that's probably the best thing to set up. And that'll be pretty easy to get. I mean, I don't know if we have any redstone, but we can go get some. So it might be on a weird adventure today. I've been so far in this series, like, there's been a couple episodes where I don't really do much, but only really a few. But we've mainly been doing creative things, and this might be a little more of a utility episode for those that enjoy that kind of thing, just so you know. So, all right, that gets us about yeah, a little over 2 stacks for that. So that's not bad at all. We have 5 stacks here, and I'll leave half a stack up here. Oops. Yeah, we'll leave half a stack up here so that we can get going on the farm. And oh man, might have to put that like out of the way somewhere. I need it close though. Hmm. I think we're gonna make an ugly farm right now, and then we'll put something around it later on. Potentially, if we're gonna do that today. So yeah, let me go ahead and like make all this into paper real quick. Beautiful. That'd get us quite a bit. I think we might end up blocking him out anyway. This will at least get us to the next tier, give us a little bit of emeralds. purchase some lanterns should be the next one, I think. I'm pretty sure. So we can buy some lanterns. That's pretty good use of emeralds, I guess. Instead of wasting. Yeah. No, it did not lock him out. And it also did it upgrade you? Wow, that's expensive. We're gonna need a really good or a decent sized one. Books. Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, so it's not this one. It should be the next one that gets us the lanterns. Dang it. All right, we need to trade more paper. I guess while we wait for our stuff to grow, let's get working on a AFK, not an AFK, an auto sugarcane farm. We have a bunch of rails at our home away from home. And we might have some redstone there too. I don't know if we have any here because we were using it over there. Double check first. I don't think I do have any here. I think I'm separating all these. Yeah, I'm separating all these exactly. We need to get like some farms going, honestly. I don't want to just like ramp out different like farming episodes back to back. So maybe this episode we'll do some utility stuff. Next episode we'll do some creative stuff, and then the following episode we'll do some utility stuff again. Maybe get some farms going. I like to break things up. And we need to come in here and expand this eventually. I love this wall so much. All right, let's go up here. Hopefully without dying. Yep, that hurt. That hurt pretty bad. Grab these rails from here, and then we'll get some quartz too while we're down here. Or once we come back through here. Nice. Beautiful. But it's better on this side anyway, because this is the wastes. And I gotta keep an eye on this. Oh no, I have Unbreaking 3 on that. Perfect, okay. Oh, look at that. I do have fortune, so we'll go ahead and just snag. We don't need like a crazy amount. Since we have fortune, this will probably be enough even with just this patch here. I can't remember. I think you only need... We'll get a stack. We're not gonna make the biggest one you've ever seen. But we're gonna make, you know, a decent sized one, hopefully. And it may not even be the most efficient one you've ever seen. I'm gonna go with the same style I usually make. I'm not gonna be using a tutorial or anything, because I understand how to make these farms. And like I said, I'm not a redstone master, so it's not gonna be the best, but it'll be something. All right, and then we'll see if we have redstone in here. If not, we can go ahead. Oh, we're playing with no music. I am sorry. I used this instance for something else too, and I have to remember to turn that back on. That's crazy. My bad, guys. 12 minutes, no Minecraft music. I can't. Oh, look at it. You hear it. Hear it coming in. So nice. It's beautiful. I love it. I put it over here, right? Yes, perfect. There we go. We'll take all of this. We'll take this and that, and I guess some of this as well. We're pretty poor on this stuff, so I'll take all of it. Yeah. Do I have gold? I know I have at least a little bit of gold at the house, so maybe I'll grab some of these nuggets. We need a silk touch pickaxe as well to have before we like... Yeah, we need to get that as well. Always nice to have a silk touch pick. I can't believe I don't have one already. That way you can just pick these up, and then, I don't know, for people that don't know, because took me a long time to know this. If you silk touch these and smelt them, you get ingot out of it, which is equivalent of 9 nuggets, so I don't even think fortune is good enough to get you that much. What am I doing here? I got 3 right there. That's not enough for anything, but I have it. Take this. There we go. Come on. There we go. Oh, nope. There. Beautiful. We should be good on all these resources. I don't know about the gold, like I said. We don't need too many. I think we only need a few powered rails. So that shouldn't be that bad. We should be good on everything else. I don't know if I need to make this double layered or not. I might just start with 1 layer and see what that gets us. And we're going to be doing a little bit of trial and error because it's been at least a year since I've made one of these. if not longer. Last time I made one of these was definitely on a realm with people that I know. I'm pretty sure. So, oh, do I got something here? No. Okay. Yeah, it's been quite a while, so it might take me a minute to set this up. But that's okay. You're just hanging out. All right, don't need that. I don't need this name tag either, really, but I can put it in here, right? Yes. All right, I'll take this along with this. And we need some dirt. And I need to make this into ingots. Beautiful. That might be enough. I will take out that. Name tag. Okay. Trying to make sure I'm not forgetting anything. And then this can go in there, and I will also take those. That should definitely be enough. Like, we don't need much more than the amount we're going to put in for these things. We need a few of these. So that should be good. I need another... I'm going to wait on the minecart. That'll be like the last thing we do. All right, but I am going to, if I had some wood... And what am I going to use to build this? Probably cobblestone. We'll take that. Because it doesn't have to look pretty right now. We're not going to worry about making it look pretty right off the get. This will be something we worry about later. But yeah, I'll take some... No, okay. I'm carrying around too much stuff. I need this. Thank you. There we go. And... that down, get ourselves a chest so we can kind of organize ourselves here. Bam. And we'll put some of this stuff away so I can actually think a little bit. My inventory gets too full, I start freaking out. Oh man, not quite. Okay, can I take this stuff out, please? Nope. Can I take... Okay. Give me that. Appreciate you. Well, I guess I could put this in here. What am I doing? I'll put that stuff to the side at the moment. Okay. There we go. We have some water right next to us, so we don't have to worry about that. And let's go to sleep real quick before the mobs come out. Beautiful. All right, so get rid of this. And then I'm thinking let's find like the longest space, probably right here, right? And we'll do... so the chest will probably be here. I have to really think about how I'm doing this. Because... I might have to... Man. I might have to go back to an old world. How am I doing this again? I remember I want some room for the minecart to go back. Man, yeah, this is definitely going to take me a minute. So let's say maybe I should set up what I'm actually going to... Okay, give me 2 seconds. Okay, I have thought about this now. Let's make sure this actually works. I don't know if it does. That'll go that way. Oh, but I didn't light this up. I don't know if it bounces back. It should bounce back, right? Are you kidding me? I need something in the middle? That's crazy. That's like no blocks. I guess it's because it doesn't have something in it. Okay, what? Really? There we go. All right. Let's try that again. Bounces back. Bounces back. Okay. That's what I want. I think that'll still empty it out. But this is not obviously the thing that we're going to use. Oopsie daisy. Because we're going to need a hopper minecart, which means I need to get more wood. Wood. It's right here. There we go. And I will take the spruce. Thank you. All right. This is kind of just we're gonna have another one like right here. I'm just trying to like get an idea of how I want to set this up. Like I probably should have gone down one block, but we're gonna have to build something around this anyway, so it's not a huge deal that it's like low profile or anything like that. All right, so let's make ourselves another hopper to be able to make this a hopper minecart. And then we can kind of get going on how we're going to plant the sugar cane. I also need sand, or glass, actually. So let's mine through this real quick. Because why not? I haven't really used this beach for much. I need to get some beach builds going, too. There's so many things I want to do in this world. There we go. That's got to be way more than enough. Absolutely. Yeah, we'll just smelt all of it. Why not? It's so easy to gather. Here. Oh, yeah. There we go. And split this into exactly what I need. There we go. Why did it do that? I don't know why it does that. Give me this. There. Okay, perfect. Yeah. All right, let that go. And then we can get going over here because that'll be like the last thing we have to focus on. I do need some dirt. And I think we do have at least a couple stacks here. Oops. We do. Perfect. All right, we'll take that. I'm going to use dirt for the planting ground and potentially like some of the lower things here. So we need that to go there. That's going to be where the sugarcane actually is. Right there. And I want this to be the front. Yeah, this is where it gets a little messy here. So if that's going to be... do the dirt here. Like I said, this is not going to be the most efficient thing in the world. Please don't yell at me, guys. This one will actually be more sloppy than the next one because it's been so long since I've made one of these. I'm really just going off the cuff here. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this. Right. And I'll replace that with the cobble. Keep it all nice and uniform. Because I think this works. I feel like... I don't know why I feel like this is not going to work. We're going to mess around. We're going to mess around. We can mess things up. That is the whole point of this channel. We're allowed to mess things up. I'm using a little more cobble than I need to, but I want this to be all the way to the ground. Dirt. Thank you. Beautiful. Okay. Go all the way to the back. All right, so we're going to fill this up with water. This is going to be our little watering area. I love the water mechanic change. Like, it's been this way for so long now, the change that they made. But I'm not used to it, obviously, but I still think about, like, the old way water was every single time I get to do that right there. All right, so yeah, we have the glass coming. We're going to end up putting glass right up against this so that when the stuff gets hit, it only can fall there. And I think that's right. So we need to have this. We got to make a bunch of observers. How many spaces do we have here? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 spaces is what we're working with. So we need 14 observers and 14 pistons. Observer, can I just get the recipe for that? I can. Beautiful. Cobblestone, we did we get the... Wow, I just really fudged that. Observer. Can I get 14, please? I can. Beautiful. All right. And we need more cobble. Benefit of having our walls made out of the barrels that have our stuff is that we can just do this. Oh, we're going to have to get more cobble. Good thing our tools are not maxed out, but... Oh, yeah, I guess it's maxed out. No, it needs efficiency 5. All right, now we need to get a piston. Can I get 14? Nope, not quite. We need 4 more. But the only thing that we're limited on is the cobble. Okay. All right, so we want the piston to be not on this one. I need more cobble anyway. I got to build All right, let's go to our little spot to get cobble real quick. Hello, guys. How are you? Did your friends fall in the hole? Because I kind of got to go down there. They did. Get out of here. Oh, I guess you're good. Never mind. All right, we'll snag up some of this real quick. I can't remember last time. I remember... You know, the funny thing is, I don't know how many people that are watching do, like, big projects in their worlds or anything like that. But I've talked about this in my video where I was exploring my old worlds. When I do projects such as, like, you know, digging out a big hole, something where I'm... Or, like, building a wall that you have kind of, like, sections. So you're like, this is one section, and then you're just repeating that section over and over again. So you get, by the time you do it like 6 or 7 times, oh my god, why is that? By the time you do it 7 or 8 times, they, sorry, it's just stupid. I know people that use that, and that's why every time I say it, I'm like, yeah, once you do it like, you know, a few times, you get so used to it that you're not even thinking, or in this case, digging a hole, you're not even really thinking about it. You're more watching something else, probably, and that's more what you're focused on than actually playing the game, which is kind of the best way to play a lot of the times, too. But yeah, I always end up, when I do stuff like this, I just brings me back. It's almost like a smell. You ever smell something and you're like, that's really, like, nostalgic? It's kind of like that. I get so sucked into what I was doing at the time. Like, I remember I was actually watching a podcast when I was digging this whole Outlast. I don't remember if I had a good pickaxe or not, but I do remember the podcast I was listening to, which is kind of funny. I remember what they were talking about as well. All right. We should be good on cobble now, but we're going to go to sleep real quick. If I get blown up as we're trying to enter the late game, I'm going to be very upset. And we'll leave all this stuff up because, well, why not? Like, once we come to collect this thing, which will be running constantly, we can collect all of this as well. So it's kind of just a win-win. Wait a minute. Where did I put all my... Oh, there it is. I'm going to say I had more than that. All right, so yeah, we need to put 1 block here. Oh, I did this on the wrong side. Or no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I want to have this right up against it. We're going to put 1 block... 1 block there. Glass is going to go right up against that side. I don't think I normally do it like this, so I always end up losing some because I think I normally do it this side and not right up against it or something. So I always end up losing stuff like in the water. But if you do it this way, it only gives it 1 place to be. It's way more efficient. I'm just trying to think if I try to go taller. I think this is completely repeatable if you try to go taller. Just go like up. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Anyway. Yeah, so that'll be there. Then we're going to do pistons, which I still have to make the other 4. And I'm going to use this. Usually I don't use this, but I'm just going to do it. Kind of unfamiliar with these recipes. Do like that. Oops. Wait, did I not get... Oh, yeah, good enough. Okay. And then observer. Oh, and then, yeah, this is... I was like, I know I have to put, like, a block on the back of these. I think this will work. We're going to have to test it. I always have to end up testing it because I think this is not right. But we're going to try it anyway. And then we're going to do... Nope, that is not it. Do I have to do it this side? Is that what it is? Okay, yeah. It'll do it like this. I suppose before I place all these, let me just do that. And I really have a sneaking suspicion this is not correct, but it may power that block. And then get that. And I know you can also do this at 1 observer. I've just never done it that way. Oh, it does work. Beautiful. I'm pretty positive that this is the more efficient way to do it. Because then, if you do every single one as observer, then whatever one grows tallest first won't be wasting any time. It'll cut them all back down. But if you only do 1, then you're waiting on 1 single one to grow before the others get there. So if, like, let's say this one grows there first, and then the one that you have the observer on is the last to grow, then everything else is being wasted as far as time's concerned. I'm pretty sure this is the best way to do it, but I've kind of just I wasn't too positive. Also, I have to test that again to make sure that it's not gonna get messed up when I do this. It shouldn't, because it's still powering the cobblestone. But let's just test it. Beautiful. You gotta love to see it. All right. Let's grab our... Such an easy thing to make, man. Like, we've probably spent, what, maybe like 10 minutes at most on that, and we're gonna have 14 automatic spots being mowed down constantly, which is just beautiful. So we might be able to add another one right now. It really didn't take that many resources. Cobblestone was the most intensive resource, I guess you could call it. And we're saving space right now, so what I'm gonna do is just do this. I can actually leave these corners right now. It does not have to be pretty. And we're gonna do just like that. We'll leave... Actually, didn't even have to... I could have just done that. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna do it like that. All the way up. We shouldn't be able to waste any. And then we can put our stuff down. And hopefully we'll get a good test before we end up hopping off for the video here. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this down. And that should just be able to run back and forth constantly. And I'm trying to think. I don't think there's any way to get that messed up at all. By just leaving that like that. I probably should cover it, but I don't think I have to. So let me just... No, I'm not going to cover it. I'll leave it right now. I do want to get rid of this, though. Okay, so those will grow. And then they'll fall onto there. And I'm pretty sure this still picks it up. I actually should test that real quick. Let me do that. Ah, dang it. I always forget if it just... Yes, okay, so that gets picked up. And I'll just throw in a couple of spots to make sure that it's dropping efficiently. It takes a few turns for the hopper to drop everything. And I know I've had to, like, tweak it before because stuff gets stuck in there. But it should slowly just... Yeah, it's slowly filling up. It should be able to keep up just fine. This is not like a big one. And as far as adding on, I don't think I want to add another collection system. So I think if we're going to do more right now, we'll probably just go up instead of putting one here. Now I have to think about how I'm going to do that. Let me collect this stuff real quick. Once I just put all those down. Gotta love it. This is Sugarcane Island right here. Beautiful. All right. So yeah, how do we go up from here? So I got to think about this. Let me kind of get a good... Or, you know, we'll use a little bit of free cam here. So let's see. Should I use... No, I'm not going to use free cam. Free cam is kind of... The only thing I really use free cam for is when I'm, like, getting a build. And, like, let's say you're working on a new roof design, or you're, like, kind of messing with windows on, like, especially a mega build or, like, a castle or something really big. Instead of having to hop all the way off of the build, running out to the front and looking back at it was one of my least favorite things to do. Free cam allows you to just kind of, like, let's say I'm on the window ledge right here, like 40 blocks up. And I'm like, dang, how does this window look? Instead of having to jump down, go over there, I could just go, oh, it looks good. So that's why I have it, but it feels a little cheaty there, so we're not going to do it. Let me just get up top. Okay. So if I need the stuff to fall in there, I can't have... See, this is where I start to get messed up. How do I make things fall into that hole? Because that's where I'll start to get things lost. If I go and I put the dirt here, let's say, and then it will get broken, and some of it will fall here. Some of it will fall into the hole, but some of it will fall here. So if we do it like that, it'll kind of get lost. What I could do, instead of going up, is having this go in a circle and putting the exact same thing right in front of it. Like, literally just copy this. That's what I think I'm going to do. Yeah. Okay. So let me first put this here. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Can I please just put you back and you'll go? Yes, okay. Gotta do this when it's gone. There we go. All right. And then that's under the ground. That all's good. Okay, so we'll just make a direct copy here. And I'll just go ahead and put this here, I guess. Or no, we don't even need to waste. That's a waste of glass. We can use this glass. So I'll put the dirt right there. All right. We're literally just going to make an exact copy. I'll have to get more cobble, most definitely. So we'll grab that in a minute. But that's going to be where the dirt goes for the sugarcane. I need to get water right here. So we'll grab our... actually, we use the dirt on the base. Same thing. Right there, right? I think so. Did I put dirt there? I put dirt all the way around. Okay. Go like this. And then get that going. Did I go in the corners? I did. I just want to make the exact same thing, so we'll go like that. And then we'll need 14 of the pistons and observers. Same thing. Just as a quick way of doubling everything. There we go. Oh, wait. I'm going to need to, like, get in. So we'll have to do something like this. So I could get in here. Completely fine with that. That's a good way of doing it. Which kind of protects us, too. We'll put some doors on the side. And a little bit. So, yeah, let me get some water. And some more water. There we go. Beautiful. All right, and then actually take... nope. I'll take some of that. All right, and then, yeah, we don't have to worry about this, but we can end up connecting everything. I'll just break this real quick. Nope, come on, I gotta break you. All right, and then we're going to do the same thing over here that we did. Perfect. I need to actually light this up real quick. Throw a torch right here, I guess. All right, and then this needs to go there. We're going to throw that there, and then we could do that just to give it more power. And we're going to do the exact same thing. Bam, 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 bam. And to double my chance of getting things in here, I guess I should probably put 2 hoppers here, which is what I'm going to do. I need to sleep. Where's my bed? In my bed. Yeah, we're going to put hoppers there, because the problem I have with like these systems, and there's, again, a way to do it, but I'm just not, you know, kept up on like redstone stuff. Is that it gets held up with like not emptying into the hopper enough. And you can time it. You can have it go, sit there for a minute, time it, and then have it go off. Definitely can do that, but I just don't want to have to set up anything like that. So I'm going to set myself any more wood. That's what I need right now. We're going to get more wood so we can get 2 more hoppers, and it can just empty in the same chest. I don't think we'll ever, with that size of a sugarcane farm, I feel like I'd have to be AFKing here, which I'll try my best. Most likely I'll try my best not to do. We'll see how the series goes. If I can AFK overnight and get some stuff done in this world, then, you know, if it fits what I need to do, I'll do it. But if I don't need to do it, I won't just sit there AFKing. Just exactly a stack here. Oops. But, yeah. I don't think that, unless I was AFKing overnight like that, and even then, with only, what is this, 28 spaces? Is that right? 14? Yeah. With only 28 spaces, I feel like it's not going to fill this up. So I don't really think it's something I have to worry about too much. I do have to go back here, though. Oh, goodness. I need to... Okay. Okay. Well, I guess this can help me. Go under there. I can do this. Beautiful. And we need to get the... I didn't even make them. What am I doing? All right, I'm not going to leave this hole. I'm just going to do this real quick. 2 chests. And 2 hoppers. There we go. Bam, bam. Love to see it. Go out the back. Fix what I've done. Lovely. And then replace all the stuff that I just messed up. I can leave that there, right? Yeah, why not? No harm. Beautiful. So that doubles it. You get 4 slots that it can empty into that same chest. Yeah, so let's get the top done. See if I can actually make these observers and stuff real quick before I continue. I think we should be good. Server 14. Oh man, no, we use so much cobble. Okay, we'll grab some more cobble real quick. I might not make you guys sit through me getting this cobble. Just grab it. And let me grab, I guess I grab this real quick. All right, let me just mine this cobble out real quick. I don't need you guys to watch me dig through here. Like, I always, I kind of think of this channel as like the closest thing I can get to making a live stream without chat. Because mostly interrupted by design. But I like it because, people watching a VOD, everything is included. Even stuff that maybe, me walking away from the computer, me looking something up. But, these videos are different because, I pause recordings and I can stop when I need to think you guys shouldn't have to sit here and watch me mine cobblestone. I'll just get a few stacks real quick. And hopefully that's enough. We'll find out. That did not take long at all. All right, cool. We got enough for this stuff. And I should have enough redstone. Yeah, we need... Okay, that's good. All right, that was like the hardest things to grab for this. So that's pretty cool. Let's hop up here. I'm going to need more cobble just to be able to actually do the walls and stuff. But that should be able to get us the basic things real quick. So let me throw down the sugarcane, make an easy thing to build off of. Maybe. There we go. All right, and then we're going to do 1 block there. Same thing we did just a minute ago. All the way around town. Beautiful. And 1 block on the back. Like this. Oh, nope, we don't have enough. All right. Well, we can get... Nope, I need that. All right, let's grab just a little bit more. Just a bit. Ooh. It should be enough. Well, maybe not. We'll see. Ooh, it'll be enough to get what I need. All right, there we go. Blocks right here. This makes it easier for placing the observers, so we can just kind of like... I want this to be somewhat uniform. So that... Yep. I guess I'll put 1 here to make this easier to trek through. And then for the observers, I just go around the back. Nope, that's not right. That is not right at all. All right, let's do... Nope. Okay, I have to crouch. That's fine. One of those things, if you did it right in the first place, it would have... You try to do it faster, but if you'd done it right in the first place, you'd already been done. Here we go. And then it's all the way down. And that is a finished project right there. So yeah, we'll get this covered. On the sides is all it really needs, honestly. I'll have a staircase up just in case I need to access anything. And then I have those already planted, so that's nice. Well, we can, of course, just check it real quick to make sure that it works, but it should because it's the exact same thing as the other one. And we'll do the same thing. Staircase on the way up. Oh, go ahead and test it. And it works like a champ. Okay, cool. This way we also only need 1 of these as well. Where'd you go? Here, go. There you go. Let me work. It does. Beautiful. And it should be submitting... Why are you not submitting anything? Did you not pick that up? Or did I pick it up? Okay, I might have picked that up. Let me just throw these just to make sure. I like to double check because I don't want to waste anything. Okay, there. I got that. We already know this side works, but I just want to make sure. See at the rate that it's gonna take everything. Okay, picked all that up, picked all that up. Okay, so picked everything up. I must have picked up when I walked in here. And I gotta make sure I don't stand on that spot. Is the only negative thing. Okay, so it drops 2 each time. And it's gonna circle well before... Like, it's, like, at best case, this is going to drop 28. It won't be 28 because some of them will grow taller when it cuts. But best case, it's 28. So, best case, we're looking at, what, 56, I think, total? So it'll drop 4 every turn. It's going to get that way before it cuts anymore. So that's fine. And then we can just store our sugarcane here, because why not? That's going to be the place for it. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, cool. So that is something that is going to be working for us to be able to get trades done and also level up librarians. Obviously, that was kind of the goal to begin with this project. So, you know, that does make sense. Oops. But do I need to name tag? I might have a workaround, but I don't know if it works like this. We're going to try something real quick. So like, let's say I get a piece of paper here and I name it something. We'll name it, let me just name it after Will. 6, let me get the exact name here. Will 2006-L. Oops. If I do that and then I grab, I really got to get, let me put some stuff up here. Is this in, okay, well that'll be a shirt. That'll be that. Redstone, nether stuff can go in here, including that. That's mine. Just clean up a little bit. I can actually put the paper here. Oh, and I had some of this in there already. Perfect. And we'll keep that in there as well. Golden apple can go in there. Extra food can go in there. I have a bunch of gold in there, man. What the frick? Okay. Dirt. This can go with redstone stuff, I guess. I'm not going to worry about putting a thing down for it because we're going to use item frames for something else. Glass can go in here, I suppose. Redstone. And yes, cobble. Yeah. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I don't have... I really got to situate these cows. Let me feed them before I keep trying to kill them and I don't... I keep trying to kill them and I don't even, like, feed them. That's not enough. I could probably actually harvest. Okay, we got mob spawning. Crap. Nope, my bed's over there. I should light up my area. That's really what I need to do. So that I can run around at night. We don't have a wall, so things can still kind of, like, come into the area, but be better than nothing. Then we got that creeper sitting there. But we do have a bow I never use. And that's perfect for creepers. Go away. I don't want you here. We don't want you here, creeper. Shoo. Yeah, I don't want that either because I have plenty. I'm not poor anymore. I have stuff in my world. All right. Yeah, feed them. That's right. So let me get the hay bales. Oh, nope. Man, I'm losing my track here. Losing track of what I'm doing. All right, let's get some of this stuff. Oh, we got the emergency hay bales in there. We don't need to use that while we still have this. We'll make a bigger farm eventually. I know I've been saying this, just things that we get focused on other things, guys. Get focused on other things. All right, and then we'll throw some seeds up in the lance chest, and that should be plenty. Yeah, 36 to feed all those guys is probably fine. Mr. Cows, how are you guys? How Mr. and Mrs. Cows and the guppies and all that? You guys, here you go. Oh, this side's a little more filled out, so we'll take care of this side. I want to kind of keep it even. Let them breed real quick. Oh, you got partnered it. There we go. Perfect. Okay. I don't know if this is gonna work. It might for the idea that I have, and then we can get focused on like trying to name other things. All right, let's do this real quick. We'll just do the one for now, in case this doesn't work, because we don't have name tags right now. Put this back. Sticks. That. So can I put this in there? Yes. Oh, that does work. Okay, so this is what we're going to do right now. Right now, we're going to just name some papers. And we're going to put them up here. Second level. With the egg. I'm going to throw... do I have more spruce? Spruce will fit. I guess I'll do stairs. Why not? It'll be like... Give it some texture, possibly. Let me just see what this looks like. Yeah, we'll do that. You don't need a view here. We can just look at the members. Oop, I need more. Like, I'll just do one more. Bam. Bam. All right, there we go. Perfect. Put this back. There we go. And this. And that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to throw our members up here. So we'll do that. Now, it's a piece of paper for now. I'll run through you guys real quick. Will Higgs, Daniel Campbell, TTS Galleries, Adriana Jones, Soldier Mom, and Will. If you guys are watching and you would like something that isn't a piece of paper, please make it reasonable. I mean, I can go get whatever item as long as it's not like super rare. Like if you ask for like a music disc that's impossible to get, or something that's going to take me 4 hours to find, please don't do that because I might not have the time to do it. But, you know, if you want to be like a diamond or an apple or a golden apple, not an enchanted golden apple, but a golden apple, or a gold or what have you, anything like that, blaze powder, blaze rod, you know, whatever, spruce sapling, I don't care. Whatever item you guys would like me to put in your place, copper ingot, you know, something reasonable, hopefully, please, you know, redstone, whatever. I will name that after you and replace the paper. But for now, we have 6 of you guys, so I'm going to get 6 item frames, 6 pieces of paper. I'm going to put your guys' names into, the corners are going to be annoying, actually, damn it. That sucks. That's fine. But yeah, I'm going to put your guys' name on the pieces of paper, and that's what we're going to do. So let me go ahead and grab, okay, these eggs. I'm going to end up putting you guys in one of those, like, auto chicken death machines. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you, buddy. All right. I don't want to do that because it doesn't feel very, like, you know, it kind of goes against the vibe I'm trying to do with this channel, but right, we need 5. Thank you. And some more wood. This might actually do. Let's see. No, it doesn't. She's so expensive. All right, we need literally one more. And I'm going to cook the steak. There we go. Eggs, you know what? You can go in there. Okay. This can go in here. Oh yeah, we need the thing. Get one more set of sticks. Thank you. And final one here. No. Okay, there we go. Throw these upstairs. Actually, I'll grab the paper real quick, which is in this thing. 5 pieces of paper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. And we'll name through here real quick. Okay. Let's do this. We got paper. Soldier. I should only do one. I'm going to mess this up. Soldier Mom 22. Adriana Jones. Jones 8231. Also, I'm like capitalizing based on how you guys put it here, so that's why this is capital, but this isn't. If you'd rather me do capitals or have any preference like that, let me know. I have no problem adjusting that. TTS galleries. There we go. Daniel Campbell. Campbell. 3542. And finally, Will Higgs. 1864. Perfect. Let's throw all you guys upstairs. And eventually I'll make like, your own tower. Oh, I can put this in the corners. Beautiful. God, I love that. Okay. Yeah, eventually I'll make like your own tower, own like member hall or whatever. But for now, this is what we're going to be doing. Let you guys pick an item. Any item that is please reasonable. Please. Any item that you'd like. And I will put here for you and I'll name it after you. And we'll replace the paper with it. That's what I plan on doing for anybody. If anybody is watching and you're not a member and you would like to be thrown into this world, no pressure, of course. I'm just saying. Feel free to hit the join button down below and you can be thrown up here. Right in one of these spots. I'll put more in here, but that's what we got. Let's check our farm real quick so that we can potentially name better things after people eventually, because this is going to take time to get this stuff going. Got anything in here? Ooh, almost a stack? What? I know we had some in there when we left. I know there was like 20 or 30, but means we got like half a stack plus this stuff out here. And we can end up expanding this thing as well. Making like a big sugarcane factory. Might look up a better way of like putting them on top of each other to like get a more efficient thing. But we'll see. For now, this may be pretty good. Like we were literally just putting together all that stuff and it didn't take very long at all. It couldn't have been more than, 5 to 10 minutes and we got a stack out of it. So that's pretty cool. I got 2 stacks in there. Which isn't a crazy amount of paper. I mean, you saw how fast we went through that. But we only got 11, and we can still do the sticks and stuff. And obviously, if we get an iron farm going, that's probably the most efficient way of, like, trading things. But it's nice to have sugarcane for a multitude of things. Bookshelves when we get to, like, having big fancy buildings and whatnot, and all that kind of stuff. So this is going to be very helpful regardless. So I'm happy we built this. Oop, there we go. Okay. Yeah. Man, I think that might be it for today. We're really kind of running out of time here. I love this. I kind of forgot this was here, to be honest. It was only like a few days ago that I recorded that last one, but I hadn't come over here because we've been flying over that, which is the problem with the Elytra. I knew this would happen. I mean, some people gave me permission in the comments, I'm not going to lie, to be like, dude, it's your world, do what you want. Which of course, but because some people said that, I was like, oh, cool, I'll just fly. Nobody's going to get mad at me. That's kind of what I've been doing. I'll try to make some effort to at least once an episode kind of just walk through the forest here if we need to go between villages. But man, I do love that. We need little things like this in this world. It's just so nice. Like it's a simple building, of course, but it's just so nice. And let's hit that shaders one time. Oh, this is actually different shaders than I had last time. But look at that. That beautiful building. It looks so cozy, man. It's so cozy. Got our little fishing hut on the river. I need to kind of have a really, really like mid path going up to this door. It's kind of missing just like enough to be worn out, even less so than this. Like this has more like gravel and stuff in it. It's going to be just like a little worn out path, kind of patchy and all, right up to the door because it's one person that's going to be making that. And I need to put a bed in here. Maybe we'll sacrifice our bed real quick and throw it in there. Oh yeah, look at those stars, man. Oh, gorgeous. I love this world. I love this channel. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, you want to become a member and be thrown up in the area, hit the join button. Oh, I caught something without even looking. Nice. That's really all I have to say. I appreciate everybody for watching. We're going to keep making stuff over here. Whatever works and whatever you guys enjoy. A Vintage Story, people, if you guys are watching this, I plan to continue with that series, don't get me wrong, but kind of just play what I feel like playing on this channel, so I do want to get back on the Vintage Story. It's obviously only been one video. I'll try to stagger between Minecraft and, or at least this series and that series, and random things that I plan on doing, all kinds of jazz, but yeah, enough rambling from me. You guys have heard an hour of it. I appreciate you watching, especially people that made it all the way to the end here, and I will see you guys in the next one.